Welcome to the latest edition of our Seafood News Weekly Roundup show, brought to you by the James G. Murphy Company. I'm Ernie Berry and SeafoodNews.com editor Michael Ramsing, coming to you from a 90-degree day here in Toms River, New Jersey. We have quite a few staff members on their way to Chicago for this weekend's National Restaurant Association trade show. Anybody heading up to the show should stop by Ernie Berry's booth 5340. Good luck to everybody in attendance. We have a packed show for you today, and we start with an update to the canned tuna price-fixing scandal. Last week we reported that Bumblebee pleaded guilty to its involvement to fix the prices of canned tuna in the U.S. market between 2011 and 2013. The company agreed to pay a $25 million fine. Retailers, including Walmart, responded to the guilty plea in an amended complaint alleging the conspiracy traces back to 2004. The suit alleges this conspiracy to fix prices was carried out by numerous executives with the full knowledge of the top officers and CEOs of each company. Walmart published a list of 56 people they identified as conspiracy players. In other news, the Marine Stewardship Council certification for the offshore 3PS cod fishery in Newfoundland has been voluntarily suspended by the certificate holders. A recent spike in mortalities prompted the suspension, and efforts are underway to identify the cause so the fishery can get the certification reinstated. The USDA now considers domestic catfish processing operations to be more similar to meat processing only operations. This determination came as the administration's Food Safety and Inspection Service proposed to change the inspection coverage for domestic catfish producers from all hours of operation to once per production shift under its catfish inspection program. The USDA said it is adopting the FDA's definition of fish processing, which combines the slaughter and processing steps, as part of its final rules of the program, which are scheduled to go into full effect this September. In some shrimp news, seafood exporters in India say the rate of rejections from the EU market remain down, even though the Europeans have dramatically increased inspections. Europe is currently inspecting 50% of seafood imports from India. Previously, about 10% of imported Indian seafood volumes are subject to inspection. But despite the increase, the number of Indian seafood items rejected by European authorities has been in steady decline over the last 5 years. Meanwhile, the era of high shrimp output from China may be gone forever, according to a recent survey of the key producing provinces. Overall, poor weather and high incidence of disease in many areas appear to show that farm shrimp production will be lower in the first half of this year than last year in China. This corresponds with predictions that China will become the largest global shrimp importer in 2017. And we'll pause here with a reminder that all these stories were first reported on SeafoodNews.com. Head over to shop.ernieberry.com or call us at 732-240-5330 to start your daily email subscription to SeafoodNews.com, which now includes our semi-weekly series of commodity species emails. As for today's top story, snow crab prices have begun to stabilize after a tumultuous start to the Canadian season. In Newfoundland, multiple loads have been sold at prices of around $6.90 to $6.95 per pound FOB Boston, and also Japanese interest is strong at this price level. Ernie Berry has relisted its quotations for 5 to 8 ounce snow crab clusters at $7.10 per pound and $7.20 per pound for Gulf from the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Poor weather slowed fishing in both the Gulf and Newfoundland and helped stabilize the market. Unlike last year, the initial price floated by the Quinlan brothers and their Japanese partners of around $6.95 per pound appears to be closer to where the market has settled. And that is it for today's show, which was brought to you by our friends over at James G. Murphy Company. The folks over at JGM are professional commercial and industrial auctioneers, and right now we're here to tell you about an upcoming equipment auction JGM is having for commercial grade fisheries equipment and real estate space in Astoria, Oregon. The auction will be held on Tuesday, June 20th, and includes over 50,000 square feet of facility space ideal for a commercial seafood processing operation. The auction includes 1.6 acres of property, cold storage facilities, and a boat dock. Head over to murphyauction.com or call 425-486-1246 to learn more about this upcoming auction. Now you can sign up for live online bidding. As always, you can tell us how we're doing on Twitter by tweeting at us at SeafoodComNews and at UBSeafood, and you can like Ernie Berry and Seafood News on Facebook to learn more about what we're up to. For Ernie Berry and Seafood News, I'm Michael Ramsing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back here next week as we kick off the unofficial start to summer with Memorial Day upon us. Until then, happy trading, and remember to sign in to Comtel for the latest market news and quotations. See you guys all next week.